Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. We're going to be doing the Eyes Project Pan update for February, and this is created by Deb from Debbie here on YouTube and on Instagram, and it runs from January the 4th to December 31st of 2024, and the monthly updates are on the 4th of each month. I'm going to talk to you about the palettes that I had in for the month of January. As you can tell, my son is in the room and he is going to be making noises because he's very happy playing with his toys. So we're just going to move along and let him do his thing and have fun. So the first item I have is the Ace Beauté Blossom Passion palette. And this was actually gifted to me from Deb, who created this project. And it's absolutely gorgeous, but I haven't used it yet. So I plan to use it in January, but truth be told, I got super pumped and into using my Pan That palette for the month. I wanted to use it as much as I could, and I barely used anything else. So that one is going to be staying. It's going to be staying in for the month of February as well. So I'm going to use it in February. It's the perfect palette for that month, for Valentine's Day, all of that stuff. So that will be staying in. I also brought in Pat McGrath Mega Mothership Celestial Divinity. And this is the first holiday palette that she ever came out with. It's absolutely stunning. I love how slender the packaging is. It's a little large, but it's okay. It has a huge, massive mirror. And I absolutely love the eyeshadows that are in this. They're all very beautiful and they perform decent. They're not the typical Pat McGrath formula. They're like I feel like they're just like a slightly less than what you would expect, but they still feel incredible. Have a lot of pigmentation. Like they're still, don't get me wrong, they're still great, but I just feel like it's different from what's in the black packaging. So but this one I did use and I absolutely love it. And I hate this though. I don't know where that's supposed to go, but anyhow, it's lovely and I adore it and I used it and it was great to touch that again. And then for last, I brought in the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana. This was the one from last holiday 2023. And this was absolutely fantastic. This is similar to the quality that I would expect from her other palettes as well. And I mainly stayed on the cool tone side and used more of the browns and stuff. But this is wonderful to use. I just had a lot of fun using this palette. My only sort of issue with this is this eyeshadow color right here. It looks so bright and vibrant because of the way that it was pressed and the reflect in the pan, but you can see that it's a lot darker on the finger than, and like especially on the eye, it's a lot darker. Like when it hits the light, it gives you that little bit of reflection there, but it has to hit it at the right angle for it to be that bright and vibrant. But it's this one, and I was expecting this on the eye, not the shadowy look. So expect the shadowy look if you have this and you're using it. It's not going to be a bright, vibrant eyelid shade. It's going to be a little bit darker with a bit of a reflect of the light. So all I can say is this was fabulous. I really enjoyed using this, and I'm really glad that I have it in my collection. So as we said, those are all I brought in for January. But as I said earlier, I'm keeping this one in for the month of February because I did not use it. So I will show you that again. So this one is perfect for February, and I will be keeping it in so that I can actually get some use on it in the month of February. I'm also going to bring in the Natasha Denona My Dream eyeshadow palette. I will be starting a new position soon at work, and I need to have what I would call more appropriate work looks. So something like what I'm wearing. But this is perfect, and it gives me a lot of wonderful lid shade and a lot of depth for the outer corner. It's just absolutely stunning. I think this is a gorgeous palette, and I hope she comes out with more like this in the future. And the next one is the Retro. I'm bringing in from Natasha Denona as well, and it's just the perfect month for this, so I'm definitely going to bring that in to use. Absolutely stunning I know I love that palette. And I'm also going to bring in, of course, the Love eyeshadow palette for the month of February because it just calls for it. And this is what the inside of the palette looks like here. It's not my most favorite, but it has a lot of beautiful, beautiful colors. And I'm looking forward to playing with it again. So I have one more that I wanted to bring in. And it seems like I'm sticking with mainly high-end with the exception of the Ace Beauté palette. But let me tell you, Ace Beauté performs just like high-end. So I'm bringing in the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership 5 Bronze Seduction. You can see my whole background there because of the reflection. This is what it looks like. I have to be careful because this eyeshadow, I received this palette in the dead of winter like many years ago, and this eyeshadow popped out and it continually falls out because I haven't glued it back in. So I just have to be very, very careful and mindful of that, not to tilt it too far forward. But because it has a red, it has a beautiful, gorgeous red shade in it, I wanted to pull this in and give it a little bit of love because it's not something that I often wear. So I thought I would bring that. Hang on a second here. I just lifted this up and I'm not even showing you guys that I'm taking this off. It's not like me to do that. That's why I get so excited to share. But I love the beveled edges or whatever you want to call that of the mirror. Really beautiful. And it's a nice touch. It gives it a little more glamour and a little more zhuzh and fanciness. But yeah, it's a very beautiful palette. And I'm looking forward to using it. I do want to swatch this one right here, though, to see if it's similar to that eyeshadow that's in the Pat McGrath Holiday Palette. And nothing's coming up on my finger. It is really bad for swatching with the finger. Oh my goodness. But it's this is the one right here. It looks really weird. Kind of bland. Not what I'm expecting. Let me just see if I can try that with a brush. That just immediately hard panned on me. Maybe it's because it's a creamier shadow and it's a little old palette. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something with the top of that. But it definitely provides a lot of shimmer once you add with a brush. Like you can see there's a good reflection there. But it looks like it's like specifically placed, like it's not like throughout and easy. Look at like it doesn't have ease, like it doesn't glaze with ease. It looks like it was like placed there, which is really strange. But this is definitely hard panned. I'll show you in a second. I definitely wanted to try that out to see if it was similar. It's a little bit different, a little more warm, more like neutral actually. This is leaning cool. This is very neutral. But look at that, a hard pan. I am not pleased with that. But okay, so those are the palettes that I am bringing in for the month of February. It is a shorter month, so I'm not guaranteeing that I'll get through everything because I am trying so hard to get through my Pen That palette for the year. It is a tiny little one, but it's a Pat McGrath palette, so you don't need a lot of product for it to perform well. Therefore, it will last a long time and will take a long time to get through. But I have a lot of faith in myself that I will try to get that done by at least September, October. So, and excuse me, hopefully I'll get some of the eyeshadows done before that, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this project. Please check Deb's channel out. Also on Instagram as well. I would really appreciate if you do that. Go and support her. She's wonderful and hilarious and just a sweet, kind-hearted person. You just won't find anyone more genuine. She's just a wonderful, wonderful person. So please check her out and make sure you subscribe. And just to give you one more note about this project is Eyes Project Pan stands for Enjoy Your Eyeshadows, which is the perfect segue into what this project is about. There's no rules. You can do any kind of project you want. You can choose one palette and do No Pan Left Behind. You can choose another one and do uses. You can do another one and try to level up. You can take all those other projects and bring them in here and do whatever you want. So I feel like this just gives me like no pressure or anything like that, and it makes me a lot happier just getting to touch what I want to touch and use all the eyeshadows that I feel comfortable using. And I don't not that I reprimand myself for not touching things, but sometimes I'm just like, I didn't get to what I wanted to get to or what I said I was going to get to, and that's okay. Sometimes we don't. Okay, we don't always have the perfect panning plan, or life gets in the way. It's okay if we don't reach all of our goals. As long as we are starting to use our stuff and trying as hard as we can to use our stuff, that's all we can ask. But this, I just feel like, gives me a little less pressure. Not that there's a lot, but a little less. And I really enjoy this project a lot. I need to go and have some water, so I'm going to go. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you have a fantastic day, a wonderful February, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.